Hello, my name's Carlette, or Letty Lou, whatever you fancy. And today I've got the lovely Aimee Newland. Hello. Who's come to do my makeup for me, and she's going to show how to cover up some scars and some fun other makeup techniques. Aimee is currently working for Benefit Cosmetics.
Yep.
And she's absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
I suffer from dermatillomania, so I pick holes in my skin. So I've done a bit better lately, so it's not as deep rooted scars at the moment, but I'm going to take my makeup off and then let Aimee do her magic.
Let the magic begin.
Right, okay. So, no makeup.
It's all off. Is it all off?
It's all off.
It's all off.
Okay, ready for it.
Okay, so you just saw Colette taking her makeup off there. I'm going to go ahead to scrub her face for me with an exfoliator and put on her everyday moisturiser. Off you go, girls. Fabulous. So, skin is freshly exfoliated and freshly moisturised, and this is so that we take off any dead skin cells on the top layer of the face, and the moisturiser just helps us make the skin more supple and really soft, so it's ready for any product I'm going to put on top. Alright, so I'm going to sanitise my hands. So what skin type would you say that you had?
I'd say quite oily.
Okay, is that all over the face, or is that just sort of down the T-zone?
I don't know, I'd say all over.
All over,
yeah.
Okay. I'm going to start off with a couple of primers first that go underneath any foundation or any concealer. It's the same logic. I'm using the Professional Matte Rescues. This is by Benefit, and this is a clear gel, and it takes down any shine on the T-zone. But if you set it all over, then you can apply that all over.
That's nice.
Pores, actually helps to shrink pores. Diamond powder, which puts a soft glow on the skin. Also glycerin, and the glycerin helps keep the skin hydrated. So not only you mattify, you're also keeping the skin hydrated, so you're not going to end up with really dry, crispy skin. It's always a plus. Right, let me just have a look at it. The second primer I'm going to use, I'm going to put on the rest of the face, and I'm using Estee Lauder ID List. It's the Even Skin Tone Illuminator. So again, just with another primer helping to even out the pigmentation on the face already, and then we'll start to apply colour correctors and concealers. So just one pinch of this will be absolutely fine, and for this I'm actually going to use a brush. So just add a really nice little glow to the skin as well, because sometimes when you're adding a lot of makeup, especially with an oilier skin, you tend to mattify it down and the face looks really flat and dull. Keep it looking dewy, because it also makes the skin look younger, and sometimes with scar tissue the skin can look quite dull, quite flat.
Yeah.
You're going out afterwards.
I need to use it, be plenty yourself.
Getting back to baby routine. So I am using here literally one of the cheapest little items I could possibly find. However, I totally rate it. I don't think you have to spend loads of money on really expensive products to get the sort of desired result. So I'm using MUA Makeup Academy, and it's their Pro Base Prime and Conceal palette. And I want to use it because, oh, if I can get it open. I love the product, but I need to work on the packaging. So literally, I'm using it because, as you can see, it's got all different colours in there which we can use to colour correct. So I'm going to be predominantly using the orangey tone here, and that's going to help to bring up any sort of little brown spots that's on Carlette's complexion, and that's plainly just from the scar tissue. A really small little stippling brush for this, and I'm going to just start to buff it on.
Doing it now?
I've been in makeup since 2007.
Ooh.
Yeah, so quite a long time, since I was 17. Went straight to college and did it, and then worked for Benefit. Left Benefit, worked for MAC, went back to Benefit after having a little baby. When you're applying the product, rather than applying it to the skin, you're wiping it across. If you use a stippling brush, i.e. this one, when you're applying it, you can actually push it into the skin, and the skin, because it's scarred, can sometimes be different textures. So you want to make sure you can actually push it into and around the skin, which I think sometimes is a tendency as to why you put your makeup on and you think, I'm actually not covered, because what you have got, you just wiped across, rather than actually applied.
Oh, get it.
Alright. Brown brush concealer palette, which I absolutely love because it ranges from really fair down to really deep with warm and cool skin tones. So with a yellow sandy undertone, and it also works for ladies with a deep red undertone in their skin. I love this one, it's one of my faves. Yeah, and colour corrector to go under the eye. And that's only because you've got a little bit of a darker circle under there.
I think my dark circles are horrendous though.
They're not actually. To be totally honest with you, Colette,
really?
Right, being a makeup artist,
yeah,
having people come to you all the time with different skin dilemmas and problems, I feel like a doctor. Like, you know, you go to the doctor, you say, oh, I've got eczema, or I've got asthma,
yeah,
whatever. They've always seen 10 times worse.
Really?
So you say to me, oh, I feel like I've got dark circles. Trust me when I say I've seen 10 times worse, million times worse. Brilliant. Turn to face my face.
Have you seen how bad my eyebrows are now?
Not bad.
Do they offend you?
No, not at all. We can work then. Bigger the eyebrows, the better, mate, to be honest. That makes it easier to work with. Fully concealed and ready for foundation. So now we've got these concealers on, and we're counteracting the other tones from the scars. Foundation will look a lot better. Alright, moving on to foundation. So I've colour matched Colette, and I've colour matched her to MAC Studio Sculpt in an NW35. So she has more of a ready sort of rosy undertone into her skin. So we're using her foundation. And this one is great. This increases moisture in the skin by 10%. It's a fabulous foundation. The palette ready to go. Once again, I'm going to be using a stippling brush. So I'm going to take it, and I'm going to use in the same same motion as I applied the concealer in little circles, so we're buffing it in. Oh, you've got such a beautiful face. Like I've said before, and I'll say it because you've got such a symmetrical face as well.
Do I?
It's really, really rare to find. No, honestly, front on.
Really?
Yeah, honestly, Colette, it's you. Yeah.
Stop
very.
it.
I love working on a pretty model. It makes your makeup look so much better. It's a complete.
Do you know what? I never ever wear eyeshadow, so I have no idea.
Do you not?
Never. Do you know what? I never have.
I'm using NYX HD eyeshadow primer. This is going to go on the eyelid underneath any eyeshadow, and what it does is just stops it from creasing, slipping and moving, but it also helps show the true colour from eyeshadow. So sometimes, eyeshadow primer, I can't stress enough, you need to get one. They're fabulous, and I love this one. Okay. So I'm just going to paint that over. You tend to only really be able to buy them in sort of 1 or 2 colours. They tend to blend and adapt to skin tone. So this one just goes on relatively nude. It's actually quite a light pink shade, but blending onto Colette's skin, it just goes straight in. The Makeup Revolution London, the Redemption Palette's iconic can't even speak. Elements, the sunshine's gone to my head. So these are all matte shades. We're going to go for a matte red lipstick as well. So Matt's making moves. Gonna do that for you today. So we're going to go relatively nude. I'm going to start with a nice nude base colour. So I'm going to be starting with this one here. Sure, I'm not even used to this. I'm not used to this. Right, okay, close your eyes for me. This one's going to go all over the lid from corner to corner, and no real higher than the socket line, which is obviously where the top of the eyeball sits. If you were to fill the eye, you can feel the top of the eyeball there. But yeah, nice fluffy blending brush like this one does perfect. And again, just buffing it right out. Blend, blend, blend. Blend is your friend.
Blend is your friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you're joking.
Oh, I put man on silent. Oh my god.
Ever left the house without full face of makeup on?
It's a confidence thing though, isn't it?
Yeah.
People out there have seen me without makeup on. Whether I'm a real bad day or I really just don't care about you that much. Do not face. I swear to God. I do motorsport, I do off-road racing with eyelashes on with full face of makeup.
No way.
Yeah, I've got a fucking crash, excuse me, I've got a crash helmet on and a visor down and I still have makeup on. I'm like, oh no, I don't care. I've got it over the top, so close your eyes for me, babes. So you take it from right from the inner corner and then right over the top and just blend it all out. Again, that just helps to soften that blend line at the top. Just taking my pencil tip brush again and with a darker colour right on the end of the palette here, just going to go underneath. Very gently, because we're going to try and keep it relatively more natural up top on eyes. Big up for me. So I'm just taking off any excess shadow underneath. Now, as I said earlier, understandably, I'm also removing some of that concealer and foundation. I've done one with sellotapes. Have a look. Like so. It's a really sharp, crisp line. If you don't do it with tape, you can take a Q-tip or an earbud or whatever you normally would use, and take, if you open my phone, sorry, where your waterline is, if you were to take, maybe go like a couple of millimetres out, and then just swipe up to the end of your brow with the makeup. But for you, I'm going to use, again, in the professional range, this is Agent Zero Shine, and this is a peach setting powder. So it's completely translucent, but it's going to, we use the peach concealer.
Yeah.
It's going to help to, again, just set the foundation into place, but also create that fabulous lashes on to start with, anyway.
Yeah, eyelashes are by Laura.
Oh, there's a little close-up of my blending.
Oh yeah.
So just using MAC Mineralized Lash Mascara in black. Eyes up for me. Gentle wiggle through the lashes. I won't put it on your individual lashes.
Yeah.
So what do you normally do with your brows? How do you normally...
Oh, you don't
Would you
know.
normally use a pencil? People always get no longer on sale anymore because it's discontinued. It's Benefit, and that's an old matte brown, something like that, and it's called Fishnets. It's in my kit. It's one of those little gems that I just bring out when I've got hair this colour. Also using another couple of favourites. I'm using MAC Brow Pencil in Spiked, and this is just it's a precise nib. So what you can do is you can almost create imitation hairs when you're drawing on. You can draw it in tiny little lines if you want to look like hair, and then just to finish it all off, set it into place and brush the hair into the right direction. I'm using Benefit's Gimme Brow in the medium to deep. This is awesome. Love, love, love this product. Size pencil first. So if I get you to face me for this point, because obviously I want to be even. I don't want you to have a brow like surprised. Really faint line underneath. Taking in all the brow you've actually already got there. Taking it down to the tail. Brows to start with, so I'm not going to actually do. And that's for never really over fucking there.
Yeah, no blame at all.
I'm going to brush through any excess, this way I can see what. Angle brush like this, and the reason I'm using that is because it's really precise. You don't apply too much product to the skin, you can apply it just where you want it. And the angle helps to create that sharp brow that we want anyway. And it's like sharp crisp brown, and you're like, oh my god, I sound like sharp crisp brown. Sharp crisp brows. You don't like crisp brown in your face. So you just go straight from that and brush the hair at the bulb upwards, and then through the brow down to the tail, brush the hair flat. And it's really important to mention actually that brows are sisters, not twins. So even though I'm drawing these on, they may not be exactly the same.
Oh, honey.
Baby girl got brows.